Hi everyone, welcome to another vlog. Today we're going to the first ever Popeyes in Scotland, and we're going to do like a mini mukbang talking about everything Disney parks and UK Disney like visitors. Not visitors, but just UK people that go to Disney and their experience. Yesterday we found out that there was a 18-hour queue for this Popeyes, so we went today about 4 o'clock. Hopefully it'll be like a good time, like between lunch and dinner, and nobody's going to really be there. We're literally 5 minutes away now. Update, we thought we were 5 minutes away, but it literally took us to McDonald's because Ryan insists on Apple Maps that get us lost every single time we try and go somewhere. But we thought we were going to literally be here because there was literally a sign. Do you think it's down there and we just need to travel more? What chance have we got? Absolutely none. Oh, whoa, it's all fine, crazy dreams.
Is it even recording?
What does that like tell you?
It tells me the flash is on your phone.
It tells me that we're recording and we're good for business. So there was like a little queue. We're not even that far away from it, we can see that. But there has been a few cars turning back, and there's a wee guy out in a like fluorescent jacket.
Fluorescent.
It is fluorescent.
It's a high-vis jacket.
Right. And he's talking to people, so I don't know what he's saying or what he's going to say. Oh no. See, she's going to turn me back, I swear to God, I'll have a minute.
Good afternoon, guys. Is alright?
Good,
Yeah.
You guys want to eat in or take you or drive through?
Drive through.
Okay, but quicker if you go inside.
Are you?
100%.
How long is the drive-through roughly?
Move it.
We'll
It's
just
not as bad as it's not even bad yet. I haven't started, so.
we'll stay in. We've got a baby, so she's sleeping in the back. So that's why we'll just go drive-through. Is that okay? So man,
Thank you.
Thank you.
he was just looking for an excuse for us to say drive-through. He's trying to get us to go in. We're not going in. We're too lazy, buddy.
Woo! He's reversing. Literally, the drive-through just looks like a normal McDonald's queue. Doesn't even look bad. Well, seeing it's the first Popeyes in Scotland, it's going well. It's pouring. Because we've stopped in the drive-through, Cassia's not happy. Might need to jump in the back and just sit with her and give her her dinner and stuff. I had a quick look at the menu. I think I'm going to get the 3 chicken tenders and a side of mac and cheese. Ryan, what are you going to get?
The spicy chicken deluxe burger with fries.
We do Cajun spiced fries.
Cajun spiced fries. And the 3 hot sauces that we got.
I don't know whether to get a chicken burger or get the chicken tenders. What should I get? I'm starving as well. Literally look at the rain. My gosh. Hopefully Cassie will stay sleeping when we actually get the food, because she's woke up a couple of times now because the car's obviously stopped waiting.
The drive-thru is not actually that bad.
I thought that guy was going to come out and say there, like, listen, there's no chicken left. And that happens in KFC here all the time. Hopefully it'll be good. Customer service isn't really good. You're like, what drinks do they have? Literally, it's one of their first days working and they're like, oh, look at the screen.
It wasn't even on the screen.
Look at the screen. Do you think if we could see them on the screen, we would be asking you? Y'all ready for these?
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah.
Some mangoes.
Have a good day.
Cheers, mate.
Oh, it smells amazing.
Is it Taco Bell a wee bit in?
Yeah, that'll be the chips, I think. Oh, I'm going to try a chips. You're nourished as hell at 10.
Oh man, 8 chips.
Stunning.
I want one of the Popeyes hats.
Seatbelt off. to warm it off. Do you ever take your jacket off in the car and it makes your shoulder like going to cramp? This is the cups, Burger King style cups. So we've got 2 mac and cheese by accident. I only ordered 1. So you can have one as well. Here's the half-eaten chips.
That's good.
Let's see that. I think these are the little ones. No, they're the big ones. Would you say they're the same size? That's medium and large.
Do you know it's small and more than medium?
Don't need them.
Yeah, I don't mind.
This is a big boy. What burger did you get? Deluxe spicy chick.
Yep.
3 hot wings.
Yep. They give you cutlery.
Yeah. Chicken sandwich. I didn't even check what was on that, and I'm dead fussy. I usually take stuff off it. So that was a bad choice. The sausages are bigger than I thought. So this is all the sausages. We got mango habanero. I don't even think we ordered that.
Aye.
Did you order that?
No.
Didn't order that.
But we'll take it 'cause it sounds good.
Red hot honey. Louisiana hot. Popeyes style ranch. We do sweet chili. Raging. I ordered 1 ranch, 1 garlic mayo, and did they give me garlic mayo? No, they gave me mango. What are you going to eat first? Ryan's one of the people, right, that gets a meal and eats the chips first, and then leaves the burger until it's cold.
You always eat the chips first.
No.
Yeah, it's always the side first.
I've just dropped the fork down there. Like if you eat the burger first of the meal. Comment if you eat the chips first of the meal.
Chips.
It's the burger dog. I've actually dropped the fork down there. I'll just need to not eat the mac and cheese. It's a goner. Can't even see it.
You drop everything down here.
Wait, I'm gonna move the chair back. So we'll not be trying the mac and cheese today. Maybe I'll eat one bit with my fingers.
Right, sauces.
I really
Louisiana
wanted
hot.
to try the garlic one.
Red hot honey.
You see, before I'm not even got in the dip.
The chips.
They're already Cajun.
That smells hot.
Oh, this is a nice wee size. Well, it's actually massive, but gherkins, get them. So this is a normal chicken sandwich. It's literally just plain chicken sandwich with just gherkins on it, which is kind of strange. Well, it's got mayo on it as well, but taste test. See, to be honest, it's actually really plain.
Is it?
All I can taste is mayo. Need to try a little bit.
The hot sauce is quite hot. That's actually hot. Good.
Yep, this is really plain. Ryan just learned what a mukbang is literally about 30 seconds ago. He didn't think we'd be eating on camera, so he's not happy about that. You know what I might do? I might put the mac and cheese on the chicken sandwich.
Maybe.
But I would need to try it first, and if it's not nice, that would ruin it, obviously. Right, don't even judge me. I need to try this with my fingers because I dropped the fork. That's stunning. That's so nice. I'd say try a bit, but you can try some of that one.
Oh, that smells good.
I'll just need to like use the lid to push it on top of the burger. Create your own burger. This is what's going on here. Create your own burger. What are you eating?
And if we do sweet chili.
Nice. Is it hot?
No.
Does it taste like McDonald's sweet chili sauce?
Yeah. Oh, just might be better.
Upgrade your burger. Look.
The red hot honey's nice.
That's stunning. You should do that. Get the chicken sandwich, take the gherkins off, put mac and cheese on it. Last year, Ryan's first time at Disney World. I've been going since I was a kid, since I was literally, I don't know, probably since I was literally a baby. Like, we were a Disney family. My dad took us like every other year. So it's quite hard to convince somebody to spend like $3,000 just on themselves on a 2-week holiday that's never been. But honestly, like, once you've been that shoe, like, isn't it?
It is definitely. At first, when Holly asked me, I was like, £3,000 a lot of money to spend on a holiday. You could go like 2 or 3 holidays for that in the year. But it is worth it. The holiday's good because there's like 7 or 8 different parks you get to go to, so you do get your money's worth with it. I feel like roller coasters and all that kind of stuff, then it's good for that kind of stuff as well, obviously. But I do like Star Wars and the Avengers and all that kind of stuff, so I ended up really enjoying it. Bought a lightsaber from Savvy's workshop. It was class. I was trying for probably about 3 weeks on it to get a reservation for it, and I couldn't get it. The app doesn't really work with UK, like the UK, so I had to download a VPN, connect to like an American server, and then book through that. Is that what I done? Aye.
And that was just random one night. You'd already done that and tried a few times and still couldn't get one. Then randomly one night, I think it was like 2 in the morning or something, wasn't it?
That was quite late. Aye.
You literally just tried it and you were so excited. But yeah, obviously you can do Florida a bit cheaper. I was going to say a lot, like back in the day you could do it a lot cheaper than $3,000 per person, but not now. Like, everything's so expensive now by not staying at Disney. So we always stay on site because we prioritise Disney like to Universal and other parks. Like the last 2 years that I went, we only did Disney and a wee bit of Universal, whereas in previous years we've done equally like Disney, Universal and SeaWorld parks and like Busch Gardens. So there's still quite a lot that Ryan's not done. Like, he's did like all Disney parks. You've not did Blizzard Beach water park because it wasn't opened.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why they keep shutting it and only keep one opened. So Ryan's just did Disney and Universal.
That hot sauce is absolutely roasting. You want to try a bit? Like, wow.
That's because you're really into these hot sauces.
Habanero sauce is supposed to be good. Let's try it.
You could probably stay off site and do Disney, Universal and do SeaWorld water parks for $3,000, to be honest. But rent a car now is extortionate, so we prefer to stay on site because
Free transport.
the free transport for one, like, people slate the buses are so good. Like, we've never had a problem with the buses. Like, when we stayed at one of the value resorts, the buses on the way back from parks sometimes, like, they never came that often at all, so that was a wee bit of a pain, but that was it really. And we've always been like the height of summer, like July, June. Last year we stayed a moderate, we stayed at Coronado Springs, and the bus service was a lot better, I'd say. They were a lot quicker. So, but I said that, I was like, they probably do that deliberately with the value resort so that you stay at the more expensive ones just to get like the better service. So for one, the free transport. 2, I just love the whole Disney bubble. Like, you just get a feeling as soon as you're through the arches and just staying in that, it's amazing. And I feel like there's everything you need just within that. You don't even need to leave. We leave every time because we love Flat Tuesdays and we go to Universal, but next year when we go, Cassie will be about 15 months or something. So we're not going to go to Universal because even last year we were debating whether to go or not and we didn't think it was worth it. I don't know, like, Universal in Orlando for small kids I don't think it's that good, like, compared to Disney for wee kids.
Universal definitely is for more for adults. But kids will still like to go and see like Harry Potter and stuff.
I would say like around 8 years old is good for kids at Universal. But like, obviously Disney have got loads of rides that don't have a height restriction that we actually took Cassie on last year when we went and she was only 9 weeks old. So it'll literally be like the same rides we're going on, but it'll be better for her.
It should be more of that.
So we're going to give Universal a miss this year. No, not this year. We're going in October next year. It's the first time going in October. the weather was just too extreme. Like the summer was far too extreme. So we asked like a few people, like a few cast members and that, when's a good time of year to go for weather that's not in hurricane season, don't have a lot of rain, and it's still warm. I don't want to go and it's cold and we're wearing jackets. I know a lot of people said October, so we're going to try that.
Wow, that's amazing.
What sandwich? Is it spicy?
Yeah.
One thing I can say about Popeyes, it's really filling. Like, I could eat McDonald's McChicken sandwich in about 2 minutes and I'll still not be full. I'll be able to eat all my chips, a side, a drink, and I'll I will not be full. But I've only ate half this and I feel full. Well, I have put mac and cheese on it, to be fair. But there's nothing worse when you're starving. You get McDonald's. I'm not even slating McDonald's. I love McDonald's and you eat it all, and you're still hungry.
Oh, I'm done in after that.
Did you eat all the hot wings?
Yeah, they're done.
I've just said to him before you eat the next hot wing, show the camera to see it.
Funny.
So we had to pause for a while because the rain was so heavy that you can't even hear anything. Apologies all. So what were we saying?
Popeyes was a solid 8 out of 10.
I would say about a 7.
I would give it an 8. The sauces are class, they're actually hot.
Yeah.
It says Louisiana hot, and it is actually hot. Most hot sauces will say hot sauce and it's not even hot, so. Sauces were good. The chips were good. The mac and cheese is nice. We didn't really get to try it because Holly dropped the fork down the side of the car. Mac and cheese is
That's
nice.
what it was like.
And the chicken burger, the spicy chicken burger was actually really good.
I didn't really like my burger. Like, see, to be fair, I just kind of jumped in and ordered it last minute. I didn't even check to see what was on it or nothing. But the ranch sauce is nice. I'm such like a ranch person. Like, you hardly even get ranch in this country as well. And I
Where
only
is the
love like
ranch?
white sauces. I don't even like.
Is it TGI's that do the ranch?
No. Subway used to do ranch and I loved it and they took it away. Transport's amazing, Disney Bubble amazing. And just being close to your room, like when you're at the parks and stuff, obviously not that close, but like you're not trek away, you're not like half an hour away from the
I
hotel.
feel like if you stayed off site, like outside like Disney, if you leave the parks, go home, get changed, it would be a lot harder to get yourself to get back up and go back out. Whereas when you're on site, you're just back to your hotel room, you're changed, you're showered, you're changed, and then you're back out to the bus and it takes you straight to wherever you need to be.
Yeah. And like we do everything on site, we have like all our meals on site.
Like as we eat like in Disney, another thing that I think's quite good about Disney is like the themed restaurants and that. It's quite good. Sci-fi diner's probably my favourite.
Unpopular opinion.
I know.
I like the theme of it,
It's
but
just the theme and the setting
I don't
of it.
like the food and I don't like
The
our
food
service last time was quite.
I like the food, but the
rushed.
service the last time was a bit mad. We hadn't even finished our starters and they were asking what we wanted for dessert because it was close to closing time. So, and then Americans always expect a tip. So
Like tipping at every restaurant. Well, whether you were eating at Disney or like outside Disney, then you still need to tip.
No.
You could just get quick services if you don't want to tip, I suppose. But
I actually don't mind tipping if the service is good. It's fine.
since we're not doing Universal this year, we're considering doing like the SeaWorld parks apart from Busch Gardens because can't be bothered trying to get there, and it would be pointless. They've probably got a ride or swap, but Busch Gardens is just like all big roller coasters.
That's still be good.
Who's going to watch Gas?
Yeah.
So we're going to do Discovery Cove, maybe a wee dolphin swim.
Yep.
I've only ever been once and it was so good.
I
Can't
love
wait
to
to
swim
do
with
it.
dolphins.
Literally, I'm so scared of stuff like that as well. And like, see that big cove? Like, there's a big pool just full of like big massive stingrays and loads of fish and all that. That just gives me the fear. But when I'm there, I always go in. I don't know how. So we'll do that. We'll do SeaWorld, because even if we don't do the rides at SeaWorld, like SeaWorld's still really good anyway. And there's a water park called Aquatica that's run by SeaWorld. That's amazing. Well, I don't know if it still is amazing. Last
I
time
really
I
want
went.
to do that new ride in SeaWorld, the surfing ride.
Yeah, the stand-up ride looks amazing. Can't even remember what it's called, but I don't know how I feel about standing up on a ride actually.
You done it on, what was it ride when you stand up though?
There's none.
Probably thinking about a different one in like Thought Park or something.
The only thing is, right, the Discovery Cove day, you need to like book your day that you're going to go, obviously,
Okay.
before you go, and it could be a day that it's like raining or really
Like
bad
this.
weather, and you don't get a refund, I'm sure. That's another thing, Popeyes, please give us more tissues. Or napkins. Well, they're not even napkins, they're tiny, so they're tissues.
I need one.
They're all like already used.
Just go that one.
Do you know what Ryan said? They went, I wish they gave you wee lids for the sauce to take on. Wee normal pots of sauce, no bother.
You blaming me for the sauce that you've spilt?
Because my leg's so good. I can't even be a heart. So update. Cassius here. Last year when we were at Coronado Springs, the guy that we were in like what was it, like a golf cart thing with, that was doing the luggage, like the bell service thing. He was telling us about like all the wildlife there, and obviously everyone knows about the alligators. There's literally loads, like in every bit of water that you see that's not a pool, there's alligators in it. There was alligators like in our hotel, there was a big lake in the middle, and we've got videos of alligators swimming in there. And he was saying, I don't know, but there's like loads of black bears. There's actually loads of black bears in Florida, which I didn't know until this year. And I've just found out that on Monday there was a bear, like literally walking about Magic Kingdom.
They had to remove it, didn't they?
Do you imagine actually seeing a bear like just walking down Main Street? So they caught it and released it in the wild. Yeah, but if you've not stayed on site before, I would recommend it and try it at least. Especially if you're doing Disney like as a priority. When going elsewhere, like Universal and stuff, we just get Ubers. And it's not even that expensive. It's only like $20, like from like Disney hotels to Universal, which is around about £15 it takes. And they're usually quite good. So we just get them everywhere because it's still a lot cheaper than renting a car and paying petrol, isn't it?
Yep.
So we'll do that this year for, I keep saying this year, it's next year we're going,
Next October.
for Discovery Cove and like SeaWorld and stuff. I think next year we're just going to go back to the value resorts. Like we're going to try all-star movies because we're trying to save a bit of money, and I just love the feeling of that. See, for Cassia being nearly 2, like she's going to love that, all the Toy Story part, and it's just so cute. Like people actually slate the value resorts and they say like that the rooms aren't good and the amenities aren't good, blah blah blah. They're actually fine. Like
Our rooms weren't even updated and they were fine.
yeah, 2 years ago we stayed in All Star Sports and it was literally fine. It was the old style rooms.
People moan about the beds, but I can't even remember the beds.
I thought the bed was
bad at all.
good.
It was alright.
So did I. Yeah, so the rooms are updated on All Star movies. We're just going to get like a preferred room. I think next year we'll book through 2. Like this summer when we went, we booked it through Walt Disney World for a change, but see, doing that and buying flights, it was actually a bit of a pain. We ended up having to go from Manchester and I can't be bothered driving down there again. So there's a good 2 deal, so we'll just book for them from Glasgow hopefully. Next year we're still able to get, like there's a dine credit on, so you get, I think for value resorts it's $500 dining or merchandise credit, and you also get a $200 gift card. We were going to actually, the dining plan is out next year. I've never personally had the dining plan, but my family has. A year that they went and everyone, they said it was amazing. And we would spend, like I worked it out, we do spend the same money, if not more, on food there anyway. Like we take $100 each per day eating. Some days we use that, some days we use more, and some days we use a lot less. So it kind of balances out as like $100 a day. Because sometimes you could go for a dinner, like let's say Space 220, and it's $100 each. It is $80 each, but by the time you get drinks and like tax and stuff, it's $100 each. and that would be obviously your whole day's worth of spending. But there's also places like, I don't even know, like we went to San Angel Inn and we ended up both getting kids meals. This was 2 years ago. Was it even 2 years ago? It was last year, and it was this summer we went.
It was last year.
Yeah, we got kids meals and our full dinner price only came to like $40.
That was good.
So
But
it
then
just
you go and
depends.
spend like $40 on a chicken guy or something else, so it does balance out.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we like to go to Fat Tuesdays and 3 or 4 drinks there. It's probably like $100.
It's scary, but because Cassie will be eating next year. But I think like when they're that age, you just kind of feed them off your plate.
She can feed off your plate.
We were going to get the dining plan, but because the dining credit is still available, then it would be cheaper for us to get the dining credit. So with that and the gift card at $700, and just put money towards it to get up to the $100 a day each, rather than paying for a dining plan and
Having that £700 to spend on.
yeah. I mean, see, to be honest, I think sometimes we should, because either way we're going to take spending money, and that would be like $700 spending money.
I feel like with the dining plan, you're just gonna be worried about planning what you're eating for that day more than actually enjoying the day.
No,
You'll
because
be
we'll
trying to get your money's worth out.
Yeah, but definitely.
Out of it, I would try to beat as much as I could, because I know that you basically can. You can eat as much as you want on that, so.
I know. Like, we do book dinners for every night, but we just kind of see where the day takes us, and if we decide, you know what, I want to cancel this meal the night, I would rather spend the time in the parks actually doing stuff than sitting down having the dinner for like 2 hours. We do that, whereas I know my mum and dad, when they go, like, they look forward to the sit down dinner every night and they stick by it. But yeah, Popeyes was a solid
8. It was a good 8.
This is a solid 7. And I don't really know what other Disney chat to put out without questions being asked. So we'll leave it at that just now.
Guys, look up here. Hey, chubba chicky.
I know this video's been a wee bit of like a mix, mash, just random Disney topics at random times, and Popeyes in Glasgow. But if you want more content from us, then please like, comment and subscribe. See ya later. Bye.